Meditation. I'm sure you've heard of meditation, and you might be thinking that it's some weird thing that religions do or something of that sort. But according to Tejon Pettinger, in his journal from 2007, 4 Powerful Reasons to Meditate and how to get started, he stated that meditation is an art of silencing the mind. When the mind is silent, concentration is increased, and we experience inner peace in the midst of worldly turmoil. He goes on in his article to explain how he's been meditating for 9 years and how he has done it in enjoyment and for silencing his mind and creating inner peace. I have thought about my audience analysis and how it can impact different students, like high school students, in the fact that it affects test grades, your mental health, and your just overall happiness levels and everything. And then I personally have not done too much personal meditation, but I have done it a few times during class periods during the school day to help relax our brain. And I've done a lot of research focusing on how meditation benefits everybody and how meditation can affect you in the sense of school. My main points will be going over how it will impact schools, the outcome of how different schools have used meditation, and then the benefits and the positives for you personally. Now moving on to how schools can be affected by meditation. Have you ever taken 10 minutes out of your day to just sit in silence and be completely with your inner peace? Andy Petticoat talks in his TED Talk, and he states that a research paper came out of Harvard that said on average our minds are lost in thought 47% of the time. This is a cause of great unhappiness to a lot of people because we always have something circling around our brain and something always is nagging on the inside in our mind. We are always thinking, we're always talking, we're always doing something, and we're always 47% of our time we're always thinking in that kind of sense. And backstory on Andy Petticoat, he says in his TED Talk he's been doing meditation for a while, and it has really helped his thinking patterns. And with that 7% in mind, wouldn't some of that time be during the school day? And then moving on to how it has impacted lots of different schools across the nation. I believe that schools should take time out of their day to have meditation. They would have time to relax and time to completely be in peace with themselves. In Stephanie Telko's article about meditation in public schools, she states about a Harvard study on mindfulness and changes in different brain regions is increased in certain areas of the brain related to learning, memory, and emotional regulations. Then that is a very positive thing for students. And then in Amanda Macchiato's article, she about should schools teach kids to meditate. She writes about how a school in Connecticut has required their freshmen to take a meditation class. They spend 3 days out of their week taking that class, and they spend 30-ish minutes every that time. And after they took studies on how it increased or decreased their stress levels. And then another school in California, they made their whole school take a meditation course for a while, and they saw increased test scores, decreased levels of suspension, and an increase in attendance, and they saw an overall happiness throughout their entire school after this meditation. This is just a small percentage of a small number of schools that have done meditation across the nation. There's many other stories of different positives and different results that came out of meditation in schools. Now, to think of the visualization of how meditation is helpful and how to visualize it yourself. So, meditation is, as we've seen from others, can create lots of different positives, and it really helps you create that inner peace and refocus on what you need to refocus. So imagine yourself beginning of finals week. You have a bunch of exams, tests, and you're just completely stressed. You have all of these different things, and it's just a lot for your brain to handle. So imagine if a teacher just lets you have 10 minutes to just sit and focus in and completely regain your knowledge for what you need to regain, because you have so many things piled up. So you have all of this stress, and with that little time you could be able to refocus and have mindfulness and readjust, and then get to a point where you can take your tests, enjoy the rest of your time, and then pass and move on and have that time just over with. And then my main points as I go into conclusion are how schools could be involved and how the positives can be, the possible outcomes, as I mentioned, the different schools that have had positive impacts on their studies of meditation, and then the advantages and results that you could have doing this. I really hope you can go out and do your own type of meditation, and know that it's not just a sit on a towel and like meditate, not like that kind of thing. You go and you can just sit in a comfy spot and you can just be in silence and refocus your brain and get out of that thought that you have. You can download different things online that have different meditation, like somebody's talking to you through it. You can have different things in that sense. And then I'm telling you to even go out to your schools and talk to them just to see if your school can even add that meditation time. Hopefully that you can, or even just talk to a few of your teachers to go out and maybe convince them to have your time during the day for meditation. And to wrap it all up, meditation is proven to truly help you and bring peace and humbleness into your life. Take these simple steps of meditation and improve your health today. Thank you.